What's up, guys? I'm going to be giving you a quick review of the Zero Lemon extended battery with the case, TPU case for my Galaxy S3. This works on any kind of Galaxy S3 because there's nothing to do with the software or really the hardware for that matter. It's just the battery, and they all use the same battery, 2100 milliamp hour Samsung stock OEM battery, which I will show you and I will compare to it. First, let's go through the actual performance of it because that's what really matters, right? I've been running this for almost 3 days straight. I unplugged it off the charger at about 10:30 a.m. No, wait, about 11:30 a.m. on Monday morning after the full 12-hour charge, 12-hour initial charge. I am now It's now 5:14 p.m. Wednesday, and I still have 21% battery. This is with having Wi-Fi, data, and GPS on the entire time, which I never do because it would kill my battery. But now, I don't care. And I'm also constantly connected to Wi-Fi and 4G LTE, not just HSPA plus and like only connecting to Wi-Fi at home. I'm living on a college campus right now, where there's Wi-Fi everywhere I go. And I am currently 2 days, 6 hours, 35 minutes, and 32 seconds on this battery with roughly 5 hours of screen time. Sorry, I'm reading it off my stats right now. 2 days, 6 hours, and etc. Cell standby. About 2 hours of voice calls. About a half hour of media, so it was downloading a ROM update for Pac-Man. About 41 minutes of maps. I was using the GPS, and that only used 2% of the battery. Phone idle for 2 days, 2 hours, etc., etc. I have gamed a little bit on it just because I have the battery. I can do that. It hasn't really drained much. I've been using it constantly in class. Probably shouldn't have said that, but I do. I'm using it in class all the time, texting, going on YouTube, etc. I am on Google Plus all day, so that's using my data when I'm not on campus, and when I am on campus, Wi-Fi the entire time. Taking a little bit of pictures, a little bit of Pandora, a little bit of everything, because that's what I use my phone for, a little bit of everything. Good amount of XDA, basics. And like I said, I've had the 3 on all the entire time. The actual battery itself adds a decent amount of bulk. I have found, comparing it to an OtterBox Defender, it is almost the exact same size, if not just a tad bit smaller. My friend has a Defender, which is why I was able to make the comparison, but I do not. I have a Commuter, which you might have seen in another video. So this is compared to the Commuter. This is the Zero Lemon. You can see it's just a little bit thicker than the Commuter. And as far as weight, it weighs a good amount, but I like the feel. It feels solid. It because the case itself is just it's a little rubber TPU case. It's not like rubber, like soft, super bendable rubber, but it is still bendable. It's very bendable. When you put the battery in, because the battery fills this entire back part, it becomes very solid. I'm going to quickly power down my phone just so I can take out the battery and show you just how much real estate this thing takes up. Send a quick text, and I will power you down. While it's powering off, I'm just going to quickly get my stock Samsung battery. I've been keeping it in the box that this thing came with, just in case I ever needed it. So here's this tiny little thing, 2100 milliamp hours. It's very nice for the size it is. And here I'm going to take the case off just to show you what's going down. Ignore this, I'm doing this on my couch. This isn't a full review because my battery isn't completely drained yet. I will let you know when it's completely drained. Here you can see the case. It comes off very easy, but not like, it won't really come off without you trying to, because you actually have to pull it, but you know what I mean. So you can see it is bendable. It is like a rubber case, but when you have this battery just hanging off here, this right here is why it doesn't feel that way. The battery is almost it's from like I'd say like 3 millimeters under the camera, and then it goes and actually covers the SD card and SIM slots. It is very, very large. So now I'm just going to quickly pop it off. It comes off very easily. I wish it came on as easily. It was not that easy to get it on. Sadly enough, it weighs more than the phone itself. Yeah, definitely weighs more than the phone itself. I'd say the stock Samsung battery weighs a little bit less than the actual phone, but this thing clearly, it's like two phones. It actually, they couldn't stress this enough, which I really do like, because when it comes to extended batteries, there are a lot of things you should do to actually extend your extended batteries or actually get the most performance out of them. They put the instructions everywhere. They put them on the battery, they give you 2 separate instruction sheets, and they put it on the bag. I really love this company, guys. I can't even stress that enough. So now here, as you can see, it is actually the same exact size as the stock Samsung battery with this front part, because it has this front section that actually goes into the phone, and then it has the whole long section that goes on the back. So obviously, so it can fit in the phone, this front section is the same size, and then you just got this bulk of a battery on top, which I'll show you. Just like that, which just dominates the rest of the phone. So, as far as size, yes, it is a lot bigger, but I mean, there's a reason for that. So now, getting it on is a little difficult. When it comes to putting it in, I definitely recommend you actually line up the pins very slowly. There's like a small little piece of plastic here that lines up with the corner of your the inside of the corner of your phone. So get that in, then line up the other bottom corner and just push it down. Once you get it in the first time, it becomes very easy to get it on and off. It's just that first time, it's the pain. Now I'm going to turn my phone back on while I get the case. So now here I'm going to put the case back on. I like to either slide it from the top or bottom, and drop my phone now. Slide it from the top or bottom, and push it on the other side. Then, because this case actually kind of interferes with my screen protector, it's my boot animation, but because it interferes with my screen protector, I just kind of once put my nail under this and just kind of go around the phone. This way it doesn't push up on it. Maybe even twice. Oh wow, go me. Alright. And that timed almost perfectly. The phone is just booting up now. And here we go. It's actually odd, I just gained 4% battery from doing that. Like I said, it's not going to be perfect your first few charges. The phone needs to physically like adjust or calibrate to your device. I have a few battery calibration apps, but none can do as much justice as actually running it 5 or 6 times. A lot of people say their phone will be just left there at 2% for like hours, as opposed to just like not dropping or anything. So now if I go back into my battery settings, sorry, as you can see, great amount right there. Alright, so like I said, as far as performance, everything is great, everything works fine. Oh, and before I forget, this is NFC enabled, because if you did not know, the NFC in the Galaxy S3 is in the battery, for whatever reason. So when you buy an extended battery, make sure it specifically says NFC is enabled. With this one it is. Every Zero Lemon battery it is. So that's a little plus right there. I've tested it. It does work perfectly fine. I have a NFC keychain as well as some stickers, and it actually worked very well. The packaging itself is very nice as well. It's very simplistic, which I like, because, I mean, Zero Lemon is a company that actually used to make a lot of batteries, I believe for Anchor. They made, they would basically produce the batteries for those other brands, and basically the Zero Lemon company is their own products, just straight from them, with very nice quality. They have a 3-month warranty, or sorry, 6-month warranty, 180 days, 100% guarantee. If it's not working as it should, or you would like to return it for any reason, let them know at info@zerolemon.com, and you can exchange it. They have a 100% customer satisfaction guarantee. Um, like they said, charge for 12 hours prior to your first use, which I have done. Um, please perform 5 to 6 full charges for optimum performance, as well as like basically have to let it die. So charge it all the way up, kill it all the way down. You want to use it until the phone physically turns itself off. It says, for extended batteries, please use 2% capacity before recharging for optimal performance. So, in other words, if you do recharge it, you should wait until it's at least 2%. Um, you should recharge the battery once every month. If you do not, then you probably don't need an extended battery if you don't use your phone that often. Keep away from metal objects and do not crush or dispose battery in fire. Don't do that. Bad idea. So yeah, they have a few more little, this one's almost like a little business card that folds up with more info. All basically saying the same thing, but also has a 30-day zero hassle refund on Amazon, because I got mine on Amazon. And then they have this one, which is cool. It's a little like pocket instructions. They have all the battery instructions with 4 step-by-step little picture guides right here, and even has little instructions on this side that tell you how to clean your case. I have the black case because I got the original 6300 milliamp hour version, but if you were to have, say, the new white one, then that's how you clean it. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the review. I'm trying to keep this as short as I possibly can without taking forever on this. I personally like the feel. I like everything about the case except for it is a little flimsy on the edges. A lot of people have complained saying that the case just physically is too loose on the sides and the whole side comes off. For me, it's not really that case. It's just it is flimsy, and sometimes like when I push in on the buttons on the sides, it'll push my screen protector up. But that's actually just a problem I have with my screen protector. Um, when it comes to the actual performance of everything, everything just looks great. I personally love the feel of it too. I don't mind having a heavy phone. I have very strong big hands, so for me, Galaxy S3 feels normal if not small. So having this in my hand is just fine. Um, the weight, I really don't care about the extra weight. I can hold it sideways. I can do whatever I want. I can flip it. It's fine. As far as protection with this case, the back, I'm sure if it dropped, would be perfectly fine. Hits the battery, whatever. This battery is a monster. I'm sure it could take a hit dropping to the ground. But as far as if it hit from the front, you might want to watch out because honestly, the way this case is, if I had to take a guess, if it was to fall flat on the face, it almost feels like these edges would push back just because they're so flimsy. So we would probably just go and smack the screen directly almost with very little protection there. But that's kind of what happens. As far as not having the actual back cover on, because in case you didn't notice, with this case you can't put the back cover, the original back plate, on your phone because obviously there's a giant battery there. How it does it is it actually grips to the phone itself. It looks great here actually. You can see how it covers all the ports very closely, or at least as close as possible. I do wish it was a little bit better on the headphone jack. The headphone jack is a little more exposed than the rest of it. The bottom is decently exposed, but it doesn't really matter because it's more or less just the plastic not being there. But yeah, so my full review, I'd definitely give this thing at least 4.5, if not 5 stars. I would love to see the 7,000 milliamp hour version. I might end up investing in one. They're currently $32 on zerolemon.com, and I believe 35 on Amazon. I could be wrong. The prices of this case actually changed a lot. For the 6300 milliamp hour version, I got it on Amazon for $25. When I was originally looking at it, I believe it was 35. then it went to like 30 and then 25. Like the price would just fluctuate. I believe it dropped because they knew that they were making the 7,000. Um, but personally, this is just a great amount of battery for me. I needed it just so I could basically get through a day. Right now, I'm currently on my third day without charging it, which is just beautiful for me because I used to die at about 14 hours, maybe 15. Now I'm 2.5 days in and still kicking with about quarter battery left. That's with data and Wi-Fi on the entire time, which I would never do. I would always pretty much have data off. And if I was like, say, because I'm living on a college campus where I always have Wi-Fi, let's say if I went off campus and I wanted to use the internet, I'd have to physically turn on data. Then when I was done, I'd turn it off just so I wouldn't kill my battery. Now I'm like, I can't kill my battery. This thing is a beast. And I honestly couldn't recommend it anymore. Zero Lemon, they seem like a great company. They really seem to care about their customer satisfaction, and I really like what they're doing. They do everything just as I would want. The battery actually came really quickly. Um, I actually got it as a present for my girlfriend. She ordered it, and she actually forgot it, which is last time she came down and visited, she forgot it, so that's why it took so long for me to make this review. But after ordering it, I think it came in like 3 days, 4 days, something like that, and it was great. But yeah, so if you have any questions about the battery, I can tell you right now, it does not get hot. That's a very common question. The battery itself never got hot, because I know this phone gets hot. But if you have any questions about it, as far as performance, size, anything, feel free to just send me a message on Google+, send me a comment or anything on YouTube. Uh, just contact me in some sort of way and I will get back to you. And like I said, I love this thing, and it is honestly the best value you could possibly get for your phone. If you were to go into a store, the only extended battery case you could actually find for a Galaxy S3, I believe, is the Mophie juice pack, and that thing costs you $100. And with the juice pack, it's actually just an extended battery case where the case has its own battery and then your phone has a battery. And I believe it gives you a total of about, I think it's 5,100 or 5,400 because I believe it's 3,300 or 3,200, one of those two. And the phone itself is 2,100. So even combined, it's still not as much total battery as this thing. And I can tell you right now, this is actually a very beautiful quality battery. And that pretty much does it, guys. I can't just get over how great this battery is. I'm just ecstatic at the fact that I haven't had to charge this thing since Sunday/Monday, whatever you'd call it. And yeah, like I said, any questions, feel free to ask. I'm definitely going to be posting some pics in the Google Plus Galaxy S3 owners community page because I feel like people want to actually see the size of this. I'm probably going to have a few just of the naked case against the Galaxy S3, battery on battery, stuff like that. I'm going to get up to that another day. But for now, I'm just going to post this review, and I will follow up with a small little review on Google Plus when my battery actually dies. I just didn't want to wait another day for my battery to die, so I felt like posting this video. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys check out zerolemon.com and or Amazon.com. I will leave the link for the battery in the description below. And hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace.